We have a special guest with us today.
Yes, a man who literally draws his own conclusions. Editorial cartoonist for Mississippi Today, Marshall Ramsey. Hey, Marshall.
Walt, it's so good to see you. It's good to see
Good
you,
to
too.
see you, too.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like if this were a band, it'd be Marshall and the Legends. So it's good to hang out with y'all.
I have always been in awe of you because I write an article once a month for the Electric Power Association newspaper. And once a month, I get stuck for a topic. You have to come up with something every day. How do you do that?
You live in Mississippi.
Yeah, number one, I have a crack team of comedy writers that work at the state capitol for me. And so, no, seriously, I mean, it's like, remember in PE when we had to go run a mile and we had to shove our lung back in our mouth because we never ran? But I ran a marathon one time, but it was just, because I do it every single day, the creativity just comes easier and easier.
I want to know about, of course, you know, how do you decide what to draw about? But how do you decide what is too controversial to touch and what is not? And do you ever cross the line?
Yes. I joked earlier before we went there. It's like, you mean in my marriage? Or, sorry, Amy, if you hear me saying that. No, honestly, number one, my mom always told me, judge your life by who you make angry. And number two, you know, honestly, if I care about an issue, then I'll draw about it. And at the end of the day, you know, I care about Mississippi. So, I mean, that's why most of my cartoons are Mississippi-based. But yeah, I do cross the line occasionally. Okay,
you do these like once a day. So how long does it take you to come up with, actually physically draw the drawing? I'm sure there are different times for each drawing, but just on average.
He's fast. I've seen.
Yeah, no, it's gotten really quick because I've been doing this here for 27 years now. But I used to draw it by hand on paper, and now I do it electronically. And since I do it electronically, the iPad allows me to just, I mean, within 2 hours. But I remember after 9/11, I did a cartoon of an eagle head made up of all the faces of America. And it said, United We Stand. That one took 6 hours. So if I'm doing a painting or if I'm doing a drawing like that, it might take longer. But an editorial cartoon I can usually get done in a couple of hours.
You have to know everything that's going on everywhere almost. I mean, not just in Mississippi, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
How much time do you spend reading or viewing, however you get your information?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think a big part of it, because like a well, you know, it's got to rain to recharge the well. So, I mean, I'm constantly reading, and I think reading helps better than, although I do enjoy watching the 4 o'clock news on WJTV to get my ideas. But there we go.
Here's your payoff.
Well, you were supposed to get that to me after the segment. Come on, Walt. No, I mean, literally, you never know where an idea is going to come from. And usually what it is just 1 and 1 equals 3. So there's a story right here, and then there's something over there, and you can mash them together, and it makes for a good cartoon.
It's a good mind. You have a very good mind.
Some days. Thanks for a lot of head wounds.
Yeah, no. Marshall, just delightful.
Yeah, so good to see y'all.
Are we out of time? One more question?
Ahead.
Okay,
Okay, one more.
Way back in time. Well, not that far back. You're not that old. But what made you decide that you wanted to do this?
You know, I walked up to my dad when I was 8 years old. And I said, I want to be an editorial cartoonist. Because I was growing up in Georgia, and Jimmy Carter was running for president. My family was very Republican, and we used to talk about the news every night at the dinner table. And I'd open up the paper, and I'd see these Mad Magazine-like cartoons in the paper. I was like, I want to do that. And I told my dad that. I said, I want to be an editorial, which is the weirdest thing a kid could.
For an 8-year-old.
For a very weird thing. And you know what my dad said? He said, and you're going to be the best one ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Kudos to Dave Ramsey. Not that Dave Ramsey, but my dad, the one that the other one's named after. So smart guy. Well, that's how I got to be one.
One other thing.
You are the best one ever.
Do you have cousin rivalry with your cousin?
Oh God, no. He's got a lot more zeros in his checking account than I do. So you know.
I've heard that. All right, Marshall. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.